There are different ways of making money, and one of the ways of making money, of course, is being employed. So, why do employed people make money? And believe me, I know this feels very elementary, but this is important. Employed people make money by exchanging their skills and their time for money. So if you spend 8 hours doing this, this is how much you will be paid. If you go to a construction site and work from morning to evening, this is how much I'll pay you. If you go into an office, a bank, insurance company, work for this number of hours, I will pay you. And so if you do not go to work on that particular day, you do not get paid. However, exchanging time for money is a very hard way of getting to wealth because we all have the same amount of time, which is 8 hours a day to be able to put into work. And so you have to discover a new way of making money. And this is exchanging value for money. When you're working on exchanging value for money, it has less to do with the amount of time it takes to do that particular thing. And now we look at how much value have you created, and that's what we pay you for. And this is why many people leave employment to get into entrepreneurship. But even as you're starting entrepreneurship, for most people, the thinking and the mentality of exchanging time for money is the one they carry into entrepreneurship. That's why you'll hear someone telling you that we do this per hour or we do this per image in photography. And that is the wrong way to think about it. It has nothing to do with the amount of time it will take you to do something. It has to do with the value that you are giving to your target client. So in my example, in the photography business, if you look at someone who wants to do a birthday, what value have they placed on the event that you're going to cover? Or someone is doing a wedding, what is the value they have given to the work that you'll provide for them? Of course, there will be different prices. And so for you as an entrepreneur, you have to decide what kind of client are you going to look for, because the amount of value you're going to provide for them is something they decide. If someone looks at what work you are doing and the value is not where you want, then that is not your client. For instance, if you were to do graphic design for a company like Safaricom, they would place a really high bar of value for it because there is a lot that is waiting on the back end to be done considering what you are doing. So if you're a branding expert, if you're doing for a company like that, they have billboards that they need to do. They have TV adverts that they need to do. They have merchandise that they need to do. So the branding that you're doing for them, the value is of course higher. And so the amount of work that you will put in it, even if it is the same amount of time to create the logo and all that, but the value that the customer has placed on it will help you make sure that you're getting paid more. So you have to ask yourself this question. Are you going to be paid for your time, or are you going to be paid for the value that you provide? When you answer that question, that is the first unlock to start making wealth. Start getting paid for your value.